This is Planet Pulse for Wednesday, June 28th. The moon is in Gemini today. I'm Jeff Jower.
And I'm Rick Levine. Although the sun is in Cancer and has its own issues cooking that we will get back to in a moment, the moon in Gemini actually conjuncts Mars, which fires up our energy in ways that may be a bit scattered. We don't necessarily know where we're going, but we're going.
Yeah, but watch where you're going because the fast comments can get us in trouble today.
Did I say something wrong already?
Not yet, but you will soon.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, we can rely on that.
How about
Astrology
now?
Works. That's it. You're out, buddy. That Gemini is playful and funny and puckish, and the moon in Gemini joining Mars in Gemini tends to spike up that little adolescent, playful, sarcastic side. But the sun of will and pride is opposing Pluto, which means that underneath it all, we're not only a bit more thin-skinned, but we will remember forever any slights that we experienced today.
Yeah, and I got to talk to you about something, but I'm going to wait
That's from last time.
I'm going to wait until we're off air. Well,
right.
You know, the sun squared Uranus.
What is it?
The sun squared Uranus just a couple days ago, and now its opposition to Pluto, as you said, really can, dig into those things that we may have wanted to forget or forgot and now remember. But there's another piece of what's going on here, aside from the power struggle of the sun in emotional Cancer opposite Pluto. We also have Venus forming a conjunction coming across the nodal axis, lining up with the south node of the moon in Gemini, which also, I think, pulls our thoughts back into the past that brings stuff up, I think, for us.
Yeah, but perhaps in superficial or infantile aspects of the past, because Gemini has a youthful quality associated with it, and Venus, although she is evaluative, frankly, it's not at the deepest level. It's not at the level of a Sun-Pluto opposition.
Right.
One other piece we didn't talk about earlier with the Sun square Uranus, was it yesterday or the day before, and opposite Pluto today, or at least within a couple of days, is the toppling of authority figures. The Sun is the king, the CEO, the boss, and when it's hooking up with revolutionary Uranus and transformational Pluto, we may see some people pull down from the top, or have their tops pulled down. Well, I don't know. Something like
that was the line. Okay, but in effect, that becomes an issue of these times where we get it again and again as the faster moving planets now over the last couple of days, and today the sun, as they move in and out of the squares and oppositions with Uranus and Pluto, we're getting those issues of nihilistic, what's reached the top needs to come down, whether it's the CEO now or the king or the leader as represented by the sun. But that's part of a larger issue, not only culturally and socially and politically, but even also in our individual lives. I'm Rick Levine.
And for Planet Pulse, I'm Jeff Jower, inviting you to join Rick Levine and me here every day to keep your finger on the pulse of the planets.